It's currently January 21st, 2026.
No, it's the trick, don't be god darn it. My customer is okay. It's the trade off of me.
Always be yourself. This is currently my ninth video for this evening when it comes to me doing my lives. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and I go live every evening at 10:15 p.m. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself and nobody's attentions.
No, it's the trade, don't be god darn it. You know, to the genuine ones, never get discouraged. No, it's the trade off of me. No, for real, for real.
You know, regardless if you poured into the wrong cup, someone didn't see your potential, someone did not love you, respect you, or protect you, you matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. You know, healing trauma and pain from a child point of view going into adulthood, it would never be an overnight process, let alone a race. So never get discouraged because of someone's projection, and especially when you don't run from your past.
No, it's the trade off of me. No, for real, for
And especially when you don't take accountability for your actions. I would never hurt myself regardless who's praying on my downfall, and I say it respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I'm far from a hater.
No, it's the trade off me. Always be yourself but no molest intentions. No, for real, for real. Be yourself, be yourself, be yourself.
Yeah. Talk your shit. Here's the train of thought for me. You know, loving yourself out loud. They would try to discourage you because you wasn't trying to wild out. You know, I love me at the end of the day. Far from a hater. Hold on one second. That wasn't part of your vocabulary when it comes to your unconditional love. How you truly stepping for yourself at the end of the day.
No, it's the trade off for me.
Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to be authentic.
No, it's the trade off for me with no molest intentions. Hello.
I'm Naya, genuine love respect, entertainment purposes only. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully.
No, it's the trade off me, god darn it.
You know, this is currently my ninth live for this evening or whatever the case may be. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. Always be yourself. My content, everybody.
And that's okay. Hello.
Always be yourself.
You've been minding your business, minding your business. No, it's a trade off me, minding it. Hello.
You ever had motherfucker project on you because you understood? Hold on one second.
I love myself to understand my boundaries. A motherfucker will make it in something they could use when they choose you. Self-reflection. Hello.
You know, when growth actually hits different in the day, a motherfucker would try to antagonize you because you wasn't trying to change yourself when it comes to, hold on one second.
My blessing. No, it's a trait on me. Fuck your lesson, bitch.
No other trait on me. A motherfucker pick and choose who could curse, do all, pray, or whatever the case may do, talk about healing or whatever the case may be. You know, they quick to paint you out to be a crash or whatever the case may be.
But that wasn't part of your vocabulary when they praying on your fucking downfall. Hello, be yourself, be yourself.
Entertainment purposes only. You've been minding your business, minding your business, or whatever the case may be. You know, when you have one of those guardians or family members at the end of the day, they decide to say, you know what, I need some fresh air.
No, it's a trade off me. Fresh air, go ahead. Aren't you grown? What you telling me for, goddammit?
No other trade off me. When the parent is not being a parent, when they realize, hold on one second, how did I end up here?
I don't know what the fuck you done did, dumbass. It's the trade off of me.
This fool decided to say, I'm going to get some fresh air. No, for real. You as the child at the end of the day, you're going to stay in your place because that's all they continue to say. For all your life since you know at the end of the day. When you have a guardian that looks at you dead in your face, stay in the child's place.
It's a charade that told me, fuck you.
No, because out of all days of the year, then you want me to hear you out now. How does that make any sense? Hello? You told me to stay in the child's pace, not to get in the adult's business.
It's a trade on me. Now you want me to hear what you gotta say when it comes to your intuition? Oh, you one short change son of a bitch.
Sound like you need a fucking therapist. No other trade over me. So this fool decided to say, you know what? Entertainment purpose only. I'm gonna go for a little joyride. Oh, under the influence we see.
It's a trade over me.
No, that's not how it went.
So how did it go at the end of the day? Because officer pleased themselves said you was acting up. No, it's a traitor on me.
Come to find out, you couldn't even walk a straight goddamn line. Oh, you know when your guardian tell you not to do certain things and they start to do it at the end of the day. So you mean to tell me at the end of the day, you tell me that you're very responsible, but you're irresponsible? Oh. I had a bad night.
We see, it's the trade over me.
This dumbass ends up in goddamn bookings or whatever the case may be. You go down there with them going down there to try to figure out they mental health if they okay. Hit the shake off me. You know you ain't trying to hear nothing from this guardian today. No, because they told you to stay in the child's place. But you're doing adult things to make sure they get their ass bailed the fuck out. It's the trainer thought for me. What the fuck wrong with this fool? No, for real. Don't tell nobody. It's the trainer thought me. You ever had that one family member that was so irresponsible and tell you to get your life together, but they irresponsible? I don't go to jail, ma'am, sir. So, talking to you over this phone feels very uncomfortable. And the trainer told me, what the fuck you got going on? No, for real. This fool decided to say, I've been going through it lately. What you been going through? And the trainer told me. This motherfucker took my, adult business. I gotta go. And the train told me, listen, we're not gonna do this shit today. We already went down the line today. You are the parent and I'm the child. I came down here to understand the multiplication at the end of the day, to get your ass out of here, understand that I wasn't trying to shortchange myself of a fucking blessing. You, and the train told me, so say that shit for tomorrow. No, for real, be a parent tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, I'm the guardian today. And the train told me, I gotta get your ass out of here. Remember, you told me not to call nobody. And the train told me, matter of fact, you want me to call your ex-husband or your ex-wife? If you call that motherfucker, I'ma fuck you up. How you gonna do that behind bars? In the train? Don't be stupid. This motherfucker's so mad. They even have to hold on 1 second. They can't even fucking laugh. That's how mad they are. Get me out of here and shut the fuck up. No, the train told me. So now you on the phone with this idiot. What do you want me to do? I got a couple of dollars. They told me that your bill is this, but you gotta buy a breathalyzer for your car now. That sounds like a whole bunch of money we both don't fucking have. No, it's the trade thought for me, because the first person you gonna fucking ask for it is who? Me! It's a trade thought for me, because you ain't got no fucking job. No, for real. This big dummy realized, hold on 1 second. You right. Hello? Adult, parent, guardian. I thought I was on the same page with your stupid ass. No other trade over me. This fool decided to say, you know what? Don't mention this to nobody. Do me a favor. I'm going to the ATM as the responsible adult right now. I had an irresponsible childhood. I had a little couple of moments in my life as an adult. But you know what? I see where I get it from. No fault too far from the goddamn tree. It's the trade though for me. That be that bullshit. Don't judge a book by its motherfucking cover. Everybody change their life around for all the right reasons and they entertainment purpose only. It's the trade though for me. This fool decided to say, hurry this process up. I can't help you up. Because at the end of the day, we still got to wait for that person and that person. And they got to sign off your documentation because you can't leave here without speaking to the judge tonight. And the trade of me. Look like we're going to be sitting here for, well, regardless if I got a little couple of dollars. No, the trade of me. You go get the fucking money. This motherfucker got a bench warrant. Oh, Jerry Duty. Oh. And a different state, you dumb motherfucker. And the trade, how the fuck you got jury duty in another state? And what the fuck you got going on? And you got too much going on for me. I didn't sign up for this one-sided conversation. You got your fucking car repoed. You're drunk as fuck. Man, you forgot to be a parent in the day for 60 seconds and realize your life changed forever. It's the train of thought for me. Are you okay? What they gonna do with me? I don't know, stupid. That's the train over me. I'm hungry. I bet you are. You've been drinking all night. So I heard. It's the train on me. Matter of fact, you know what? I got your car, or whatever the case may be. They put it in my possession, or whatever the case may be. You owe me a couple of dollars, and I say that respectfully. I'll pay you later. Oh, here we go with this bullshit. You know what? A motherfucker, when they your parent or whatever case be your guardian, the first thing they say when I'll pay you back later. I gave you motherfucking life, so you better get it the fuck right.
Infiltrate on me. Shut your ass up, motherfucker. No, we wouldn't be in this situation at the end of the day. First of all, I'm short a couple of thousands of dollars now because you decide to be, lack of self-control and not an adult at the moment, being mature, acting your goddamn body weight instead of your shoe size. This is a trait off me. I understand which page you was on at the end of the day because the devil was truly a lie. Hit the trait off of me because you act your shoe size majority of the goddamn time. This fool said, shut the fuck up.
Yes, ma'am. Sir.
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
No, for real, when you become an adult at the end of the day, when your parents told you to shut the fuck up, that motherfucker just embarrassed me in front of all these fucking adults.
It's the train calling me. I'm going to shut up, but I'm going to keep talking later. And I'm going to talk about you real, real bad.
So, this idiot decided, you know what, get their life together, realize something day. I gotta see the judge. Yes. We go in front of the judge or whatever the case may be. This idiot. Do you have a word?
I'm supposed to be your light lawyer now too. What the fuck you got going on?
No, because that lawyer wasn't doing their job at all. Now, I really agree. Like, when you, and especially as your parent, you ain't trying to let them see them go out like that. Especially regardless of what they put you through, trials and tribulations as a child. You start to think about everything. Like, hold on a second. You could go through that back door.
When you know, you know. And the trait on me. Won't see you no more.
No, for real, for real. Only realize to hold on 1 second. You became a lawyer in 60 seconds. How you doing, Judge?
It's the trait off of me.
We had a situation with family or whatever the case may be. Depression started to kick in and, they would take counseling, go to therapy or whatever the case may be. What can we do moving forward? The judge said, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. Because it's this idiot's first time. But then we forgot about the jury duty.
Can't help you with that. That's in another state. And the trait on me. And hold on 1 second. Bitch, you too late.
No, for real, for real. How the fuck you get locked up on a weekend with your stupid ass? No, at the train throw for me. I don't know what you're gonna do, but not only you gonna be in the building, but they about to send you over there to the big building.
The train told me that's about like an hour or two away, and you about to get on that bus and you gonna stay. And
I'ma pray for your intuition today that you don't do this shit ever again.
no, for real, for a fucking ticket. Are you serious?
And the train throw for me. If they gave your ass a fine not to go to jury duty, how the fuck did you do that? With your fine self, that's what they gonna be saying. Oh my God, the gay girls.
The gay man. I don't want to go to jail. They saying.
Shut your ass up. It's the train throw for me. No, for real, for real. You already had handcuffs on you. Done cried enough or whatever the case may be. I got you. No, for real, for real. Judge, listen. Please, they plead the fifth, and we're going to make it make sense. First thing Monday morning, I'll make sure that this irresponsible adult parent of mine takes care of their business, and they will never drive again under the influence.
No, it's the train throw for me. No, for real, for real.
Do we agree?
No, it's the train off of me.
This fool looking at you, but then looking at you. I would never do that again. I don't know what was in me.
No, it's the train off me was the liquor, stupid.
No, for real, for real. My conscience, everybody, and that's okay. You ever got a motherfucking ticket for jury duty and end up in fucking handcuffs? That's very embarrassing.
No, it's the train off of me. Everybody thinking you done did some crazy shit.
You mean to tell me you was crying all this time for a fucking ticket? I'm thinking something really fucking happened to you. Only for it to get clear within an hour. Because you didn't have to go. They canceled it. All you have to do is just show up. But at the end of the day, you ain't paid attention to your mail.
It's the train off of me. What the fuck wrong with your stupid ass?
My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself regardless who's praying to my downfall, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and this is peace. Today's currently January 21st, 2026, and it's 14 minutes into this video, and there's one person watching and 4 likes, and it's 10:32 p.m.
Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. I'm a little under the weather, guys. But hi to the genuine ones with no malicious intentions. Hi. Be yourself, be yourself. Hey. We don't condone gang stalking. domestic violence, hate crime, or discrimination over here. Our content is not for everybody, and that's okay. But listen, if you sit in the evil eye, you got malicious intentions towards us in the day, keep it pushing. No, for real, for real. You can go find entertainment somewhere else, and I say that respectfully to the genuine ones. Hi, peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You matter, you're worthy. Don't dim your light. When you fall from the hater, love yourself. I got pt8 on my mind. They would never understand how I truly unwind. I love myself when it comes to your conversation. You truly for me at the end of the day. I'm trying to elevate with the right people. That's truly for me. That's not praying on my downfall. Not the change on me, because God don't like ugly. When God reveals the devil on the enemy, even the wolf in sheep closes. At the end of the day, never get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. When it comes to gang stalking, at the end of the day, they will hack your devices, monitor your every move, reroute your mail, your packages, throw it in the garbage, will act like you received it when you didn't. They will even hack your IP addresses, clone your phones, all types of weird stuff, make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing yourself when it comes to prospering in life. They would try to ruin your reputation when it comes to elevation. They would try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, project spell or send you evil eye or magic or whatever the case may be. They would even act like they know you. They would even, try to blackmail you against you and paint a whole narrative at the end of the day that you're somebody that you're truly not, all because you're trying to prosper. But never get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Nah, this life looks good on me. Hi to the genuine ones with misintentions. If the blessing wasn't put in our hands at the end of the day, it wasn't for us. And especially when the enemy or the devil will make an assumption that they know us, or they will make an assumption at the end of the day to project, ill intentions towards us at the end of the day. If you don't show up face to face towards somebody, at the end of the day, a person will never understand that they received a blessing at the end of the day, especially when they're just trying to choose themselves. When you truly force somebody, at the end of the day, you show up good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. That third party stuff is out the window, because you have people that's plotting on your downfall, making you feel like you're not worthy of choosing yourself. And I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself. I may not make sense to the average person. I'm just a puppet. What do I know? But I'm far from a hater, but I'm not a respect my neighbor. But when you're trying to prosper in life, you're going to have individuals praying on your downfall, trying to take credit for God's work that was endowed within you. You will never miss out on a blessing when the right people walk into your life. And it will never be third-party conversations try to dim your light at the end of the day. Because you know why? God's blessing shows up. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. No, for real. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, choose yourself when they overlook you. Friday, you matter, you're worthy. Saturday, far from a hater neighbor. Stay in your lane with all that hate. Not the trade though, we wasn't on the same page, fool. Sunday. Okay, listen, guys. Never give up on yourself. You are the blessing within. They will never understand how you hold your own weight when it comes to balance. Acknowledging your worth when it comes to your light. Allowing you to choose you, not to overlook you. You're man and you're worthy. Keep calling your energy back. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. No, for real, for real. You're man and you're worthy. Individuals don't even have to know you to project ill intentions towards you. They will try to project fear in you at the end of the day, all because you was willing to choose you. Never give up on yourself. Naya?
What's up, Peace?
Do you mind if we could talk about what we talked about earlier, please?
Go ahead.
All right. So, me and Naya, we was discussing poor, rich, and mindsets of people with billionaire or millionaire mindsets. And what's the difference between low class people, or case may be? When people are drilling for you regards to their tax bracket, when respect is a two-way street, people is not dimming your light or even overlooking you, regardless to how they got to their success at the end of the day, because respect's a two-way street, and genuine authenticity starts within. And regardless of what someone been through when it comes to trials and tribulations in life at the end of the day, regardless to their tax bracket, regardless to at the end of the day, when Naya, help.
Okay.
I gotta go. Stop the violence. I thought I was going somewhere. That's what your friend do too. I gotta go. Stop the violence.
I'm Naya, genuine respect, and my content is not for everybody. Regardless of someone, you feel like they're poor, or someone is rich, or someone's a billionaire, or someone is middle class. When someone respects you with no malicious intentions in the day, that energy is different regardless if they came from poverty or pain, regardless of where they started when it comes to their success. When someone acknowledges you at the end of the day, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. And they don't have malicious intentions towards you. And I say that respectfully. Individual has a projection that at the end of the day that, oh, because someone has more money than the next person, or someone is in a different tax bracket when it comes to someone's household at the end of the day. Respect is reciprocated two-way street. It's thank you, no thank you. And when someone is truly not for you at the end of the day,
They fall from haters. Hello.
that's what happens with folks they don't understand. Because it's individuals that can't walk. It's individuals that can't speak for themselves. And it wasn't by choice, because things happen in life at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. It's individuals that can't hear, but they know how to respect their neighbors. They know how to respect their peers. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. There's a mother and father right now that's dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, because they can't control the narrative of the fact that, hold on one second, their baby is different. But they love their babies the same way as the other children in the household. I don't mean no disrespect. And I say that respectfully. Maybe certain children need more attention than others, but respect is reciprocated the same way, equally. My content is not for everybody, and I may not make sense to the average person, because there are parents at the end of the day that don't do it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame when they pour into their child. They was never doing it for the mindset at the end of the day that, hold on one second, being confused, being misused. The devil will have a hold on you. The enemy would try to destroy you. They will make you feel like a household is supposed to be divided. They will make you feel that a community is supposed to be divided. It's supposed to be confrontation. It's supposed to be disrespect. It's supposed to be competing when you're not in the Olympics. How this type of stuff became the norm. Where did we go wrong? It'd be the train of thought for me. Doesn't matter how someone makes their money when it comes to their tax bracket, especially in got malicious intentions. No. And I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, but respect goes a long way. And when folks are truly for you at the end of the day, they're not overlooking you. And they're not judging you because something happened in your household when it comes to, a health condition, or you got sick. It's a train of thought for me, because you could be good today and sick tomorrow. And it's sad and disgusting to see how people will project on you for you to be ill, for you to be sick, for you won't be able to prosper in life. How individuals at the end of the day, doesn't matter their tax bracket, their culture, their religion, or their sexual orientation. It doesn't matter if it's a mother and father, how someone will prey on someone else's household. How this type of stuff became the norm. How individuals would disrespect somebody because someone is spiritually different. Someone has different gifts when it comes to their authenticity. It doesn't matter about someone's creativity. Someone doesn't have malicious intentions. How someone will prey on someone's baby in a different household when it's not their baby. That mother and father wasn't projecting that energy towards you, ma'am, sir, or whoever's the guardian. It's a train of thought for me. But you had a mindset, regardless to how old that child is, you decide to project a child to be mentally unstable because you decided to do confusion, spell work towards someone's child. You was projecting that someone's child get hit by a car. You was projecting that someone's child doesn't have a financial stability at the end of the day to be able to prosper in life. That you was projecting, hold on one second, ill intentions so their finance won't elevate. You was projecting at the end of the day that, hold on one second, you didn't want someone to become their best self vision of themselves, but nobody had that mindset towards your baby. You took it out of your lead at the end of the day and said, you know what? Let me go dibble and dab with magic. Let me go dibble and dab with spell work. Let me go dibble and dab with witchcraft, voodoo, or whatever the case may be that you project at the end of the day. Because everybody doesn't have the same mindset. And it's disgusting to see how a new mother, or not at the end of the day, how someone can project spell work towards that womb. Or someone can project someone not to have a healthy future. All because of the fact that you lack self-control and you got insecurities within you and you don't have the proper tools at the end of the day because someone misled you. It became your norm, but it's not someone else's norm in someone else's household at the end of the day. You know, my content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. It's not. I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But gang stalking is real. Domestic violence is real. Hate crime is real. Discrimination is real. Racism is real. You know, people pick and choose who they want to bully. People pick and choose who they want to kick down. It don't matter about someone's job description. It don't matter about someone's tax bracket. And I say that respectfully. It doesn't matter how someone sees you trying, how someone sees you willing, paying patient, and choosing yourself. At the end of the day, they have to take a group of people, or have to take someone with a weak, low IQ score at the end of the day, regardless if you got a degree or a high school diploma or not at the end of the day, to say, you know what, I don't want to see you prosper in life. I don't want you to be better than me. When it was never a race. It was never a race. And then here goes this mindset. This is what the community became so norm and accustomed to. Taking someone's spot. What do you mean taking someone's spot? If you got a skill, if you are developed the right way at the end of the day, the right people will meet you in your lane. The right people will acknowledge you and acknowledge the fact that you are worthy, and they're going to show you at the end of the day what support looks like. Respect is reciprocated. You know, not every household has love in it. Not everybody household has respect in it. But you have households that do respect their children, that do respect their mother and father. It's a train of thought for me. You know, I don't run from my past, because I know I take accountability for my actions. And I say that respectfully. Because maturing is different, because actions speak louder than words. How individuals will prey on your downfall. How people will pray to bring confusion in your house or your family or folks around you at the end of the day. Just to see you frown because they don't want to see you smile. How this type of stuff became the norm. I'm 26 minutes into this video, and there's one person watching. I got 4 likes, and it's 10:44 p.m. You know, I'm far from a hater, and I said it respectfully. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It's not. But when the right people walk into your life, they're not praying against you. They don't have to gather up in a group of people at the end of the day to kick you down. Individuals would do you dirty, disrespect you at the end of the day, and then take your kindness or weakness because you're speaking up for yourself, because you gained a voice within. You may not have had a voice before. People overlooked you, said that you wasn't worthy, you slow, stupid, and retarded, that you ain't shit. Oh, I forgot. This is where the part where they say I'm going to crash out too. Because they pick and choose who can curse. They pick and choose who can talk about God, the devil, the enemy, healing, or trauma and pain, or little relationships. They pick and choose who can talk about narcotics or violence. It's a train of thought for me. How this type of stuff becomes the norm. But everybody is not the same. Never allow someone to project fear in you when it comes to your voice. And I say that respectfully. It's a train of thought for me. You know, loving yourself is not a crime, and that's okay. I do not energy harvest off anybody's energy. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I do not project spell work. I don't play with magic, voodoo, witchcraft. I don't do none of that stuff. But I will continue to call my energy back, and any negative energy, I don't want it. And I say that respectfully. How people would do come to me spells, how people will project magic towards you, do voodoo, witchcraft, so you don't prosper in life. Or they will create a narrative when it comes to certain individuals so certain folks won't see who you truly are. Because they was willing to gang up within a group of people when you're just one you. They gather up 1, 2, 3, 4, God know how many people it was at the end of the day. Just so they can control the narrative when it came to you. You know, like that abusive relationship that you was trying to get away from, but that family member and they friends and whatever case it be kept telling you to stay in that relationship, but they only just kept hurting you. And only for you to realize how healthy you are today, to understand your reflection. You know, that job that was draining you. You have folks casting spell work towards you, send you to evil eye, all types of stuff. And only for you to realize that, hold on one second. You walked away and you found you. And not only did you find you, you chose you. You've been in friendships for 20, 30 years at the end of the day, only to find out they was hating on you. They didn't want you to prosper. They didn't want certain people in your life when it comes to, hold on one second, someone truly have potential. They didn't want that dream and that when it comes to that investment to be bigger than what it was, because they didn't want that person at the end of the day to rock with you. How certain individuals don't want certain people around you, regardless of it's business-wise, friendship-wise, lover-wise, at the end of the day. Because you know why? Someone sees potential. And because they lack something within them, they try to paint somebody to be the issue. So they got to gather up spell work. They got to confuse you with spell work and magic. And then you realize, hold on 1 second, what's going on? And you think you in control of the situation at the end of the day, but you are, because you're a child of God. And you're not allowing someone to make you feel at the end of the day that you're not worthy. You're making all the right decisions at the end of the day to realize, hold on 1 second, I'm far from bugging. Because when God sends you a sign and God sends the right people into your life at the end of the day, it was a prayer that you asked for. The right people to be around you. And God was closing certain doors in your life for all the right reasons. They would never understand. That was God's protection. You know, how may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. But I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, individuals will hack your devices, clone your devices, change your IP address, hack your devices, hack your devices, change your IP address, or monitor your IP address, or your Mac, whatever the case may be. Reroute your mail, your package as if you received it and you didn't. They would try to make sure at the end of that you're crazy when you're not. They would even try to strip your child from your household because they want to control the narrative. They want to make you feel at the end that you need them like the devil or the enemy. They would try to make you homeless because they plotting on you at the end of the day when it comes to your finances. They don't want you to prosper at the end of the day. How this type of stuff becomes the norm, and it's not the norm in a certain individual's household, because it's individuals, regardless of what trial and tribulation they've been through, regardless they didn't have their mom or father in their life at the end of the day, or regardless they did, they know how to respect their neighbor. And I say that respectfully. You know, my content is not for everyone, and I may not make sense to the average person, and that's okay. And it's crazy to know when it comes to gang stalking, you think you're talking to customer service, and you're talking to people that's gang stalking you. You think you're reaching out for help, and only we have to hold on 1 second is the people that's gang stalking you. They relating the message and telling them what you got going on. You telling them you supposed to go for, you probably be talking to this person, talking to that person, and come to find out these people are against you too. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because all now they're doing is laughing at you. Because nobody's going to hear you when they threaten your life. That your voice doesn't matter when it comes to gang stalking. When it really does. You know, my content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. It's 31 minutes into this video and 50 seconds. And it's 10:49. There's 3 people that's in the live right now. And it's 4 likes. You know, my content is not for everyone. And that's okay. But gang stalking is real. Until it's your household. Never allow someone to project fear in you or make you feel that you're not worthy. How individuals will try to make you feel like you're insecure, you're bugging, you're tripping. How they will project smoke in front of your door. They will invade your household. And they said that nobody will ever believe you. How they will try to paint you out to be mentally unstable. They will try to get you locked up or even put you in the psych board. They would try to make you homeless. They would invest everything within them because they know folks in different tax brackets. They know folks in different vocabularies to project spell work towards you, to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, to poison your food, your drinks, your narcotics, how this type of stuff actually happens. They don't want you to prosper in life when it comes to chasing a dream. That was you, your reflection. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say respectfully, you know, we all do not pray the same. Man, I'm far from a hater. No, that's a trait though for me. In regards to who's threatening my life at the end of the day, I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. When I said help at the end of the day, that was God's vision. That was God's help showing me at the end of the day. I was far from losing control because I was far from bugging. I understood the intuition they can relate to. I understood the truth being, even, hold on 1 second. Even days when I confused me. You know, because trauma and pain will make you feel at the end of the day, will things ever change? But that was only the enemy's projection. And when you outgrow a mindset of unhealthy habits, you was far from bugging when someone's projecting on you, when you understood your calling. You know, when God reveals a devil on an enemy, it wasn't for you to be scared. It wasn't for you to live in fear. Regardless they laugh at your boundaries, regardless they laugh at your self-respect, regardless they laugh at your kindness, because they look at it like weakness, having a heart. It never stopped your heart from change at the end of the day. From a child point of view, dealing with gang stalking and dealing with, you know, bullyism or whatever the case may be, whatever you endured, abuse, neglect, going into your adulthood, you are so brave. And you're mad and you're worthy to understand that you are worthy to heal. And it was never for likes and views or clout chasing or fame, because that inner work, it hits different. You can't wear a mask. And I say that respectfully. And when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no misintentions, even on your rainy day. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. And loving yourself is not a crime. Never get discouraged because someone is projecting on you. I healed from a hate crime that was done to me. Still have a little something right here, but it's clearing up. The dark marks, that was the biggest thing at the end of the day to go away. Regardless who tried to diagnose me and thinking they was a doctor, I know what I experienced. I know what I go through. And I know my intake, what I put in my body. And I say that respectfully. And I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself. And I am my biggest cheerleader. And I would never give up on myself regardless to who's preying on my downfall, regardless of a man, woman, child, elderly person, or even a couple. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father should lose a child or guardian, should lose a child due to jealousy, envy, insecurity, or hate. Someone is trying to keep tabs on someone's life when it comes to them elevating. But hold on one second. You had so much negative things to say about somebody. They was this, they was that at the end of the day. But you monitoring their every move to rob them mentally, spiritually, financially, project, spoke on them because you don't want them to prosper in life. But hold on one second. The math ain't making sense. Why wouldn't you want someone to prosper at the end of the day when you said what you said? They didn't do nothing to you when you closed that door that day. But you said you was going to ruin their life because they was believing their faith. And you like the fact that someone loved themselves. How this type of stuff actually happens because someone knows how to elevate. How this type of stuff actually happens. How a mother and father should never have to get a phone call because their child was in a hate crime or a domestic violence crime or a gang stalking awareness crime at the end of the day. Because of someone's lack of self-control. Because their child decided to walk away and prosper in life. Because someone wanted to lose control. It didn't matter if someone came from a single-family household or not at the end of the day. No mother or father should lose their child or guardian should lose their child due to someone's insecurity or lack of self-control. And I say that respectfully. How you got somebody monitoring someone's every move, trying to rob them mentally, spiritually, financially, try to make them feel like they're not worthy. You trying to make them homeless, trying to mess with their finances, monitoring their every move from the time they go from point A to even putting spoke in their household, or let alone invading their space. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to gang stalking. But at the same time, too, someone saw you, heard you, respect you, and never had malicious intentions towards you. But because you wanted to control the narrative, you felt like that someone wasn't worthy of their own life. How this type of stuff actually happens. And that wasn't right. For a mother or father that's a prayer warrior, a protector, they wasn't their child's friend. They was their child's protector. They allowed their child to know at the end of the day, you have a safe place with me. That energy is different. No mother or father should be stripped away from their child because of someone's lack of self-control, someone's envy or jealousy or insecurity at the end of the day. Or because someone wants to control the narrative and make a mother and father feel that they're unfit to be parents. When a mother's a provider, a protector, a lover, as well as a father. And they wasn't doing it for likes and views of clout and fame. And I say that respectfully because they showed up. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days. Even days at the end of the day when they child don't even know if they coming or going. Misunderstanding days is real. And when you have the right parent in your life at the end of the day, that healing is different because your mother and father actually sees you. Y'all don't have to be blood related or not at the end of the day for a mother and father to show up. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Because when a mother and father shows up, the outside world, that prayer hits different. The enemy, the enemy or the devil, whatever they trying to project on you, holding you, seeing you, allowing you to know you are safe. Them people said they gonna hurt you. Them people said they gonna rob you. Them people said they gonna do this, they gonna do that, they gonna do this, they gonna do that, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. A mother intuition, a father intuition. They ain't trying to hear that. A real man and woman steps up. Regardless they inner child at the end of the day. Regardless of how many kids they have in the household. They move the same way for all of them. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. The energy is different. How someone will pray on someone's child downfall, all because that baby knew how to smile more. And that's all the mother and father wanted, is for their child to be at peace. Everybody's not the same. You know, my content is not everybody. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I'm on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I would never hurt myself when I say it respectfully. Always be yourself. Never allow a man or a woman threaten your life that nobody's going to hear you, because they decide to take your kindness or weakness. Someone decided to send you the evil eye. Someone decided to project spoiler or do malicious intentions things so nobody believe at the end of the day. How someone invaded your space when they come to your household, or someone invaded your space, at the end of the day they have malicious intentions towards you. And then when you speak up for yourself, they're able to control the narrative because, hold on one second, it's that whole way. Every train of thought for me. Your voice does matter to the right people. I don't push God on nobody because we all do not pray the same. But when God sends the right people into your life, they act in their body weight, not their shoe size. That energy is different. Hold on one second. It wasn't pointless conversation. Who would have knew at the end of your prey became your reality? The grass was actually green on the other side at the end of the day. I got folks in my life with no malicious intentions. Hold on one second. I ain't got to watch my back at the end of the day because they truly actually want me to become my best self vision of myself when it comes to prospering in life. That energy is different. How folks can truly pray for not against you. Wasn't in competition, not on hesitation at the end of the day. When they saw you, that ain't just different.
Because when they not for you, they know how to keep it pushing. Have a good day. Have a nice life, son of a bitch. I gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life, and I say that respectfully. And I do not live in fear. And I say that respectfully. I do not live in fear at all. I'm just comfortable in my own skin. And when you're comfortable in your own skin, someone will make an assumption that you're scary, that you live in fear, that you're this, that you're that. And that's not the case. Everybody don't move the same. But I know how to respect my neighbor. Thank you, no thank you. It's a train of thought for me. You don't have to. You didn't have to have a mother and father show you certain tools to respect somebody. It's a train of thought for me. It just comes authentically, and especially when you know how to respect your neighbor. But people pick and choose who they want to bully. People pick and choose who they want to disrespect that talks about God. People pick and choose when you talk about your boundaries, when it comes to self-respect for yourself, they want to kick you down. I would never hurt myself regardless who's praying to my downfall for me to be homeless, trying to rob me mentally, spiritually, or financially, or who's projecting an evil lie towards me. I say that respectfully. I will forever choose myself regardless of what environment I'm in, county, country, zip code, or whatever the case may be, or let alone community. And I say that respectfully. I would never stop choosing myself.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just because moments. Continue to call your energy back. They would never understand at the end of the day, damn, that vampire was trying to energy harvest off your energy. You spoken for yourself when it came to elevation. The end of the day was far from wrong when you had to go within and understand your reflection, how they was preying on your downfall at the end of the day, dibbling down with magic exposure to cause confusion in your life, all because you understood the hold on one second. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. They say God not real, but God was showing you why you was truly healing to go within. Still being patient with time and day when it come to your reflection. Asking God to reveal the devil alone, the enemy who's trying to hurt you. They would never understand that conversation is different.
Loving yourself, catching your blessing. You are the miracle. They would never understand your existence. Being authentic starts within. Fall from a copycat, alone, a hater. They would never understand that. Hold on one second. We was on the same page, but I know I respect my neighbor. I don't run from my past. And honestly, I can't be from my action. I say it respectfully. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you.
And the truth of me, I like so much love. Love is real, love is one of a kind. With the right one truly for you.
You know, that was far from a fumble. Someone caught you, hold on one second, catching feelings. At the end of the day, brought you peace. At the end of the day, it became your equal. You know, having conversations, small talk, who would have knew a future so fruitful? Someone wasn't pretending to truly love you. You never trying to shortchange in your pocket when it comes to communication. Hold on one second, someone fixing your crown to maintain your smile. Who would have knew that true love allow you to feel that? Hold on one second, someone could truly hold it down. Actions spoke loud in words when it came to LOVE. Respect went a long way. At the end of the day, someone truly being loyal to you. Hold on one second, it was far from pretending at the end of the day because someone brought peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just because moments allow you to feel why you truly allow you to hell. You know, you almost gave up on love the problem, but you did. You're very so much thankful that the person that walked inside truly brought you balance, acknowledge you, or that you are worthy. You're mad and you're worthy. Someone praying for not against you. They wasn't trying to rob you mentally, spiritually, or financially. They ain't have to dibble and dabble with magic or spell to get your time and day when it comes to your vocabulary. How someone sees you, hears you, respects you when it comes to hold on one second. Showing that real love exists. They say fairy tales don't exist, but that's a lie. Because when the right person walks into your life, that energy is different. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. It's no third parties, no second party.
It's just me. I said what I said respectfully.
Individuals will try to take credit for God's work that you do, but God sees everything at the end of the day, and I say it respectfully. From Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, it's all me by myself, and I say it respectfully. Regardless of trying to blackmail me against me. Individuals will gang stalk you, hack your devices, clone your devices, rewrite your mail, your packages, or even try to paint you out to be somebody you're truly not at the end of the day. But never stop showing up for you, regardless if you're an entrepreneur or content creator. Never allow someone's projection stop you from motivating yourself to understand that, hold on one second, you are worthy. If you chose you at the end of the day, can nobody discourage you? Why? Because you chose faith. You allowed yourself to understand that, hold on one second, certain folks ain't gonna relate. But if you continue to pour into it at the end of the day, the right people will never overlook you, regardless of your mistakes. And especially when you don't run from your past. That accountability takes different. That accountability looks different. Regardless if you got a speech problem or not, never give up on yourself. Because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no misintentions. We all don't pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. I don't worship the devil. I don't energy harvest and all that weird stuff.
Now you have to check on me. Always be yourself.
I worship the good God with no misintentions. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. How individuals will act like they know you or had a conversation with you in passing when they never did, to relay a message, or someone wants to meet you, see you, or whatever the case may be, or people will act like they know you when they don't. It be the same thought for me. Then they say that you're mentally unstable.
And the trait on me, they say, well, you needed a straight body drinker. You stupid son of a bitch. You need one. Hello?
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you.
Misunderstood and loved by you. Far from a hate to stop the violence in the community. No, I have the trait off me. Always be yourself.
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never overlook you because someone tried to dim your light. To the genuine ones, protect your energy, protect you and your family, stay out of trouble, you matter, you're worthy. Peace and respect, your neighbor, stop the violence. It's 10:15 p.m. I go live every night on YouTube. I post every single day. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook.
Here's the trait don't be. Got a lot going on. Hey!
I'm not a general respect and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless of praying to my downfall, regardless if it's a couple, man, woman, child, or even elderly person. Gang stalking is real. Individuals try to paint you up to be you're bugging, you're tripping. She mad and you're worthy. God sees everything. We all don't pray the same. They said that they got your back against the wall. They trying to rob you, do all types of stuff. At the end of the day, where's your God at now? You don't live in fear. The energy is different. I'm not using respect, and I would never hurt myself. When it comes to my creativity, it's no third party. Individuals will act like they had a conversation with you, or they will act like they would duplicate a conversation at the end of the day that you had with somebody when you never did at the end of the day, just to try to make sure that you don't prosper in life. How this type of stuff actually happens because certain folks don't want you to prosper in life. But never get discouraged because the right people see you, hear you, respect you. And I would never hurt myself when I say that respectfully. You are the blessing to yourself. And the right people at the end of the day, they will be pointing in the right direction, come to respect to you.
I gotta go. Sound like a foreigner. Oh my God, I gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I would never hurt myself. It's 47 minutes and 57 seconds into this video, and it's 11:06 p.m., and it's 2 people into this live, and it's 4 likes. I'm Naya, genuine respect. To the genuine one, just because someone I love you, respect you, protect you, or meet you halfway or see you, pretend you matter, and you are worthy. Have a good night.
I gotta go. Stop the violence.
I'll be live tomorrow at 10:15 on YouTube.